Hey, Midwest Fun Page, Midwest Jim here. I want to apologize to everybody for not really updating the page and not putting a lot of videos up because we've been taking some time away from the Midwest Fun Page, but nothing's wrong. Um, we're just getting ready for next year. We're going to be going to a lot of places and making a lot of videos. But I wanted to say that last year was an exciting year. We got to go to Chicago. We got to see the Joker ride, which is a 4D free spin. I wish it would have been in St. Louis, but it fits perfectly in Chicago. We said goodbye to I forget the name of it. Not the Raging Cajun. The really cool flippy ride. I wish I had that written down. But we said bye to that, and they're getting ready for their Larson Looper. It would be the largest one in the world. I was just checking on the internet. There's no pictures of it. It's going to go up pretty quickly because the one in St. Louis went up in a matter of a weekend. I'm trying to think. They haven't announced the name for that Larson Looper in Chicago. But back to St. Louis, I had some boring video footage of an empty spot in Hurricane Harbor from the train that I could have showed you, but it just was not very exciting. I'll probably be going out to Six Flags to see if I can see it from the parking lot in the next couple weeks. That is the new water slide. I don't remember the name of it right now. But what I want to talk about with Six Flags St. Louis is towards the end of the season, actually the middle of the season last year, the Highland Fling ceased to operate. Just was not open, no word, nothing. So towards the end of this year, during Holiday in the Park, it was chopped up and sent to the recycler. So the only thing that you could see was a wheel in the middle of where the ride was, and it is pretty there wasn't a doubt in my mind that that ride was not coming back next year because it was in pieces. Now, my question is, what are they going to put in that area? We've seen Six Flags Chicago close rides, and then 2 years later, they put a ride in, like Iron Wolf. Actually, about 3 years later, after they closed Iron Wolf, they put in the Rocky Mountain Coaster, which is called Excalibur. No, Excalibur. Oh man, it's been a lot of time away from the parks. The name of the park was, or the name of the ride in Chicago, it was Goliath, and that's where Iron Wolf was. And then they also closed the Raging Cajun to put the Joker ride and the 4D free spin ride in about 4 to 3 years later. Now, back to St. Louis with the Highland Fling closing. They didn't tell us that it was going to be closed or even it was going to be removed from the park. Just one day, it was gone. So what can they put in that space? Now, this is a flat ride, but there's a lot of space around it that they can demolish buildings, which are arcades. They could put something in long ways and not interfere with the Dragon's Wing. My guess is, it's not a guess, I'm hoping that we get a 4D free spin ride like they have in Chicago. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, well, they have that in Chicago. Why would they do that in St. Louis? Well, they put a Justice League ride in Chicago when St. Louis was one of the first Six Flags parks to have that ride, and now they're popping up everywhere. Well, my guess is the 4D free spinner's going to start popping up everywhere because it's not very expensive to build one of those. This year we're getting a new water slide. That just kind of happens every third year, every fourth year. You know, you get a coaster or you get a flat ride or maybe a ride from another park. This year is a addition to Hurricane Harbor, which is a water ride, which, you know, is great. That part of the park needs love too. And so if you're into water parks, we have the newest slide. What can I tell you? But the big question mark on the St. Louis park is, what are they going to put where the Highland Fling was? Is it 2020 ride? 2019? It's not going to be, there's not going to be anything new there in 2018 because they would have announced it by now. And what I know we're getting the water park ride, but can you think of other things that can go in the park? I'm thinking that we finally get a Chop 6, which it's better than Panda Express because Chop 6 is on the meal plan at Six Flags Chicago, and Panda Express is not on the meal plan in St. Louis. So that would be a plus getting Chop 6. That's about it with the rumors. I'm Midwest Jim from the Midwest Fun Page. This was just an update. I hope to have new videos very soon. Have a great February, everyone. Bye.